do you got a minute? There's something that I wanted to talk to you about. Are you free right now?
Sorry, Erica. I'm kind of busy right now. Can we talk about it later? I just don't have the time to talk right now. Sorry. I can't find Roger anywhere. He just, disappeared into thin air.
Oh my god, really?
He hasn't come home since Monday. I'm really worried about him. I tried calling him, but he doesn't answer. And he hasn't responded to any of my text messages either. Today, I decided to call his office and see if they know where he is. They told me he hasn't been in since last week. They actually wondered if I knew where he was. I just don't know what's going on here. I hope he's safe. So anyway, I'm really sorry, but I can't talk right now. I'm way too preoccupied with this whole situation.
Calm down, sis. I'm sure everything's going to be all right. I don't think you need to worry about him anymore. In fact, I know you don't need to worry about him. He's fine.
What do you mean?
I should have known he was lying to me. He told me he broke up with you before he came here. I knew something was up when his phone kept ringing off the hook.
What are you talking about, Erica? I don't think I'm following what you're saying here. Can you explain everything from the beginning? Are you telling me that you know where Roger is? You know what's been going on with him.
Yeah, of course I know where he is. He's right here with me. He's been here since last week.
Excuse me?
I can't tell you where exactly we are, but you don't need to worry about him. He's safe here with me. That's actually why I contacted you today, too. The thing I wanted to talk to you about is my future plans. Roger and I are getting married.
Excuse me?
Roger and I are getting married. So I'm going to need you to sign your divorce papers. Could you go ahead and get that taken care of for me? We'd really like to apply for our marriage license as soon as possible, so we need you to agree to the divorce right away.
What's going on here? Is this some kind of bad dream? Where is all this coming from? This is the first I've heard of any of this. Are you seriously saying you want to marry my husband? That's insane! Is this really happening? Has he really been with you since last week? Is that where he's been all this time?
I'm sure this must all be hard for you to understand. It's happening so suddenly. But you're going to have to accept the truth. You're getting divorced, and Roger is marrying me instead. We were always destined to be together. You're not the one for him. No one can get in the way of our dreams. Our love for each other is much too strong.
What in the world has gotten into you?
I didn't want to say anything to you, but the truth is this has been going on for a long time. The first time you introduced me to Roger, I knew he was the one for me. It was love at first sight. I felt so hard for him right there on the spot. Later, I found out that he felt exactly the same. It was love at first sight for him, too. He told me he wished he met me sooner. If he had, he never would have married you in the first place. I don't know how many times he said things like that to me. We wanted to be together for so long.
Hold on a minute. Is this some kind of joke? So are you telling me that you two have been going behind my back since the first time you met?
I actually told him how I felt about him at your engagement party. And of course, he admitted that he felt exactly the same way about me.
I can't believe this is happening. That engagement party was supposed to be a celebration of our love for each other. I thought we would be together forever. And now I come to find out he was doing this behind my back. I was already pregnant with his child at that point. How could he do that to his future wife like that? What kind of a man would start cheating on his pregnant fiancée with her little sister? How can you do this to me?
He tried to hide it from you for as long as he could, but he's reached his limit. He couldn't take it anymore. You're finally about to go back to work. I know you're taking some time off after you had the baby, but now that you're going to be working again, it shouldn't be a problem for you to raise that baby on your own. You can afford it. You don't need to have Roger around anymore. You'll be fine on your own, right?
Surely you're not serious. Why would this be all right? Both of you need to get over here right now. We need to talk this over. If he's just going to cut and run like this, the least he could do is tell me to my face. Honestly, as long as he's willing to pay alimony and child support, good riddance.
How are we supposed to enjoy our newlywed life together if we have to pay you all that money? We're prepared to cut off all contact with our friends and family. As long as we have each other, we'll be fine. You'll never find us. It's going to be hard on us losing everyone we know, so I think you can handle the stress of raising a child on your own, too.
What are you talking about?
Well, we're going to go get started on our new life. Best of luck to you, sis. Don't worry about Roger. I'll make him happier than he's ever been before in his life.
Beth, I need you. Please take me back. Tommy must have gotten so big by now. He's in elementary school now, right? I've missed you both so bad. I wish I could see you.
Huh?
Does Tommy still remember me? Well, even if he doesn't, that's okay. We still have plenty of time to make memories together. What do you say? I know we lost 5 years together, so we'll have to spend so much quality time together, just the three of us, to make up for lost time.
No. What in the world are you talking about? I haven't heard from you in 5 years, and now you contact me out of the blue like this? And what's with this attitude? Why are you acting like nothing's wrong?
I'm the one who should be asking you that. Aren't you happy to hear from me? Here I am telling you that I want to come back and be with you guys. Why aren't you at least a little bit excited about that? Don't you miss me? I thought you'd be ecstatic when I told you I was coming back home.
Why would I be happy about you coming back to me? And why would I even let you do that? You were cheating on me with my own little sister. You went about it in the worst way you possibly could have, too. How could you just disappear on me all of a sudden like that? You never even told me to my face that you were leaving me. Then you didn't ever contact me or your son for 5 years. And now you text me out of the blue telling me you're coming home? You must be out of your mind. In what world would I ever take you back? Besides, I thought Erica was the one for you. The girl of your dreams or whatever.
Well, yeah, about that. So it turns out that Erica was not the one for me. It looks like we're probably going to be breaking up pretty soon. I guess we weren't fated to be together after all.
What?
So anyway, it got me thinking. I thought maybe you were the one I was destined to be with after all. I should have known all this time. I've heard that you're doing a great job raising Tommy on your own. So I figured, of course you want me around since I'm his dad after all. And why would you shower him with so much love if you didn't still care about me? He is my kid after all. I know you must still have feelings for me. You're showing him so much love because I'm not there for you. I know that must be the case.
You need to stop with all this crazy talk right now. First of all, you better start sending me some child support. Where's my money? That's all I have to say to you. Bye.
Ah,
I really don't care about whatever silly little fight you're having with my sister. Don't try to drag me into it. You two deserve each other. And in case it wasn't clear enough to you, I never want to see your face again.
wait, no, Beth! I cut off all contact with my friends and family. I don't have anywhere else to turn to. I've got no place to go. The only hope for me is to get back together with you. You have to help me.
Why should I care about that? Why is that my problem? Just go make up with Erica. You two can live on with your horrible lives together.
How am I supposed to do that? She's gotten really sick. It sounds really serious. How am I supposed to live a life with somebody who's chronically ill all the time? It's no fun at all.
What's wrong? What happened to Erica? What's wrong with her?
I don't actually know all the details. I just know that she's sick. She said she doesn't want to talk to me about it. She's trying to hide everything from me. but I know that she's been going to the doctor a lot lately, and her appointments are getting really long. This month she started going to the doctor like every other day.
Wow, that often? But you don't know what it is?
I know it must be something pretty serious. There must be something really wrong with her. If it's something she can't even tell her own husband about, then it must be something incurable. I don't know why she needs to hide it from me, though.
You need to just ask her directly. This isn't really my problem. You need to figure it out. Maybe it's all just a misunderstanding anyway. Are you sure there's even anything wrong with her?
If I ask her and find out that she's terminally ill or something, what am I supposed to do then? Once I know what's going on with her, everyone will expect me to take care of her. I don't want to do that. Why should I have to be there for her through this illness? It's not my fault she got sick.
Are you serious?
There's no way I can take care of somebody who's really sick. I just can't handle that. I never would have ran off with her in the first place if I knew something like this might happen. I don't want to take care of anybody. That's the whole reason I left you guys in the first place.
So what you're saying is you loved her enough to abandon your family just to marry her, but you still can't be bothered to take care of her? I think real love is being there for somebody even when it's hard for you. I guess you never really loved her. I guess I should have expected that you would want to abandon her now and come back to your ex-wife. All you know how to do is run away.
You don't have to be that hard on me.
I'm just stating the facts. You do want to abandon her just because she's sick, right? You said it yourself.
I wish I could be there for her to battle through this illness, but I just don't think it's possible for me. And I don't even know how much this is all going to cost anyway. I don't have the money to pay for her treatment. What is a husband who doesn't make any money to her? I would just be holding her back.
You'll just be a burden on me if you come back here, you know.
What?
You loved her so much that you were willing to cut off all your friends and family to go marry her, right? Now's the time for you to show how much she really means to you. Prove that it was all worth it.
I'm sorry to be contacting you out of the blue like this, but I have something I need to talk to you about. It's about Roger. I was thinking maybe I would give him back to you. What do you think?
Huh?
I mean, it's already been 5 years since we ran off together. At first, we had a lot of fun together, but we've been growing apart for some time now. To be honest, I've been thinking about splitting up with him for a while now. The more I really thought about it, the more I realized that maybe he's not the one I'm destined to be with. And it made me think that maybe you two were much better suited for each other after all.
I was wondering why you would be contacting me all of a sudden like this, but I had no idea you would be saying something so insane. You stole your husband from your own sister, and now you want to return him like he's something you bought at the store? Are you out of your mind?
You don't have to be so mad at me. That was a long time ago. Let's let bygones be bygones. Sure, it took 5 years, but now I'm ready to give him back to you. Isn't that good enough? I'm sure Tommy would be happy to have his dad back in his life too. You should just accept my offer and take him back.
Excuse me?
There is actually something else I wanted to talk to you about. I do still want you to take Roger back, though. In exchange for Roger, there's something I want from you. It would make me really happy if you could help me out.
Oh, are you finally going to get to the point here? What is it that you want? All right then, let's hear it. What is this really all about?
I knew I could count on you, sis. I don't want you to be too shocked, okay? There's actually something really wrong with my kidneys. I'm looking for a donor right now. So I was hoping that you would give me one of your kidneys. You'd do that for me, right?
You want one of my kidneys? If you need a donor, it must be really serious.
I guess it is. I maybe kind of ignored my doctor's advice, and then all of a sudden it got a lot worse. Starting this month, I've actually been on dialysis.
Oh, wow, you're on dialysis. So that's why you've been spending so much time at the doctor.
Of According to the doctor, I can get by with just one kidney. So I need you to help me. Please? I'll trade you Roger for one of your kidneys.
Did you really think you could contact me out of the blue like this and I would agree to that? What is wrong with you? Does Roger even know about any of this? Have you told him that you're planning on trading him for one of my kidneys?
Not yet. He doesn't even know exactly what's wrong with me. But it should all be all right. I'm sure I'll be able to convince him somehow.
That's what I figured. I knew you wouldn't have told him anything.
I've been wondering about what I should do. It was tough to decide between my love and my life. But I finally decided that if I ever want to love again, then I'm going to need to be alive. So I've made my final decision. I know what I have to do. I'll give you back your husband. So just give me one of your kidneys. It took 5 years for me to decide this, but you'll finally have him back. Aren't you happy to hear that?
Well, I think I'm going to need 5 years to think about this.
What?
I'm not sure how I feel about how my husband has been disappeared for 5 years, suddenly coming back to me. But you are right. My son would probably be happy to have his dad back in his life. So it's a tough decision to make. That's why I think I'm going to have to ask you to wait 5 years for me to decide. That's how long it took you, right?
How can you do this to me, sis? I don't have 5 years to wait. I need you to answer now. My condition is only going to get worse. Do you really want to do this to me? By the time you answer in 5 years, I might not even be alive anymore.
Wow, that sounds really rough. But my kidneys are really important to me, so I can't just make up my mind right away. You understand that, right? I think 5 years should give me plenty of time to think it over.
You can't do this to me! You're my sister! Are you really still mad that I ran off with your husband? That was a long time ago. I know you're still mad at me. That's the only reason you would be saying this to me.
Why wouldn't I still be mad? You destroyed my family. You stole my son's father away from him. How do you think that makes him feel? And now you come to me asking for one of my kidneys? How much more are you going to take from me?
But that's why I'm telling you I'm going to give Roger back to you. I think it's a fair trade. Look, I'm sorry that I ran off with him in the first place, okay? Just as long as you give me one of your kidneys, I promise I'll apologize for everything. I'll make it up to you. Please don't tell me you have to think about it for 5 years. I need an answer now.
Do you really think you can just say you're sorry once and I'll forgive you for everything and let you have one of my kidneys?
How many times do I need to say I'm sorry? I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry. Isn't that good enough? Plus, you get to have Roger back. Don't you want that? It shouldn't take you 5 years to decide. This should be easy for you. I know it must be hard being a single mother. Don't you want to get remarried to Roger? Wouldn't that make your life so much easier?
The thing is, I'm not a single mother. I already got remarried. My son really loves my new husband, too. He's really been a great father to Tommy.
Huh?
You heard me. So why would I want to get divorced again? For my no-good cheating husband who ran off with my own sister? I don't really see any benefit in it. But it's a big decision, so I guess I do have to think it over. So now you see why I need 5 years to think about it. There's a lot to consider here.
No way. You can't be doing this to me. Since when did you get remarried? I had no idea.
I got remarried about a year ago. I really love my new husband. The three of us are living a happy family life together.
I can't believe it. So what you're saying is you don't even need Roger anymore, huh? Don't you have any feelings for him at all anymore? Don't you feel anything for him?
Nope, not at all. So maybe you could get a kidney from him. Have you even thought about that? Organ transplant doesn't necessarily have to come from your family members. Maybe he would make a good donor.
There's no way. I haven't even told him what's wrong with me yet. If I spring all this on him out of the blue like that and ask him for one of his kidneys, I know that'll turn me down.
I don't think you have to worry that much. He already knows there's something really wrong with you.
What are you talking about?
Well, he doesn't know all the details, but he definitely knows that there's something seriously wrong with you. He actually contacted me pretty recently. He told me he wanted to come back to me because he doesn't want to take care of some sick person. So you might be right. He probably would turn you down if you asked him for a kidney.
No way. He told you he wanted to come back to you? And he said that about me. He realized I was sick and that's how he reacted?
He was trying to make it sound like you were in the wrong for hiding it from him. What a terrible husband he's been to both of us. I'm so embarrassed that I ever married him in the first place. What a fool I was.
Wait a minute, are you serious? Oh my god! I can't believe Roger was really trying to abandon me when I needed him the most. I did feel bad that I was so sick. I knew it would be hard on him. That's part of why I asked you to take him back.
Well, I think the two of you need to talk this over together. This is your problem, not mine. Anyway, I need to get started on dinner.
I can't believe you, Beth. How could you go and get remarried like that? Did you ever think about what I would feel if you did that?
Oh, I guess Erica told you, huh? Well, it is what it is. Tommy really loves his stepdad. His life has gotten so much better now. We're all so happy together.
But you know it would be better for our son if his real dad were in his life, right? There's no way that new guy could ever live up to me. You need to split up with that guy right away. And then we can get back together.
You must be out of your mind. Why would I ever do that? Why don't you give one of your kidneys to your sick wife? She really needs you. I'm sure she must have told you what's wrong with her by now, right?
Yeah, she told me everything. And she did ask me for one of my kidneys. But there's no way I would ever give her one of my kidneys.
What are you talking about? Don't you want to help your beloved wife in her time of need?
I mean, I would like to help her, but I'm too scared to give her one of my kidneys. Wouldn't you be? I don't want to let some doctor cut me up. I'm sure it would be really painful too. There's no way I could do that. You know I've never been able to stand the sight of blood. How do you expect me to go through something like that?
Now that you mention it, I do remember you crying like a baby one time when you got a paper cut on your finger.
This is all your fault. It's because you refused to give her one of your kidneys. She never would have asked me if it wasn't for you. Why did you have to turn her down like that? You're her sister. How could you do this to me?
I didn't turn her down outright. All I said was that I needed 5 years to think about it.
That's basically the same thing as turning her down. You know exactly what you're doing. And why did you have to tell her that I reached out to you about us getting back together? Do you know how angry she is with me right now? Things weren't going well before, but now it's even worse. She said she couldn't believe that I would betray her like that in her time of need. She completely lost her mind. She was smashing all the dishes in our house and stuff. It was kind of scary. Somebody even called the cops on us. They came to our house to see what all the commotion was about.
Isn't that all your fault? Don't try to blame any of that on me. You did this to yourself.
You definitely share some of the blame for this. There was no reason for you to tell her that I had contacted you. Why can't you just give your sister one of your kidneys? That would at least make this a little bit better. She's your only sister. Don't you want to help her out?
I haven't thought of her as my sister in a long time now. She means nothing to me. As soon as she ran off with you, I was done with her forever.
How could she be so cold?
Everybody felt the same way about you two. Once you ran off together, no one was ever going to help you again. You need to step up and act like a man for once in your life. You're her husband. It's time for you to act like it. You're the only family she has left. It's up to you to help her. No one else will.
I can't believe this is happening to me! Roger up and left me! I have no idea where he is!
Huh?
When I got back from dialysis, all his stuff was gone. I can't get a hold of him either. I know he must have run off somewhere. He doesn't have the guts to do anything like this on his own. Someone must be helping him. I bet he found some other girl to run off with and abandon me.
Well, I know how that'll turn out. He'll probably contact you in about 5 years asking to get back together. Good luck living until then. I'm sure when he finally does come back that he'll be willing to give you one of his kidneys.
There's no way I can wait that long. Please, sis. You have to help me. I'm begging you. I really am so sorry. I'll give you everything I own. Please. Please just give me one of your kidneys. I'm not ready to die.
You'll be fine. Just use the power of positive thinking. You were strong enough to steal your own sister's husband away from her. Surely you're not going to lose to some silly little sickness. You're too strong for that.
Huh?
You have nothing to worry about. Good luck fighting off that illness. Erica did find Roger. Just like she suspected, he had run off with some other girl. She somehow dragged him to the hospital with her and tried to force him to sign the form saying that he would donate one of his kidneys to her. But of course he wanted no part of it. He even told her the only reason he ran off with her was because she was younger than me in the first place. He was done with her now. He said she was no use to him now that she was sick. He tried to get her to sign divorce papers right there. Neither one was willing to give an inch. It turned into an actual physical fight right there in the hospital. Both of them ended up getting banned from ever entering that hospital again. I heard they came back to our hometown after that. Erica was going around begging for somebody to give her a kidney. And Roger was looking for yet another new girl to start a new life with. Eventually, they realized that they only have each other. So now they're stuck together, even though they're miserable.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and let us know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this and press the bell for notifications.